Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. My name is Josh Birch. I'm here with Eric Chien. He is the current world champion of Magic, the FISM 2018 Grand Prix winner. He just competed in Asia's Got Talent, did very well. He won the entire thing and has auditioned for the 2019 season of America's Got Talent. We are incredibly excited to have him come and talk with us today at Penguin. And yeah, how are you doing today, Eric?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great. I just got back. I've been traveling everywhere, and I just got back last night, so I'm still really, really tired. But everything's going pretty well for me.
Yeah, Eric has been very kind to set aside a little bit of time for us here at Penguin to talk with us about his experience on America's Got Talent and some of his background. Um, as I understand, you've been performing for about 10 years. And in the last 4 or 5 years, you've really kind of gained a reputation as one of the best in the business. You've won some great awards and things, and actually any competition that you've gone into, you've done the best. Like, yeah. What was your first experience in Magic? I wonder if we can go back to the beginning.
Yeah. So I started Magic when I was 16, so that's 10 years ago. And actually, my friend started Magic first, and then every single day in high school, he would show me a card trick every single day. And to be honest, I thought he was really lame and boring. But when he taught me the first trick, like my first trick, like he taught me a self-working trick. And I thought to myself that this is so stupid, it's so simple, like this can't fool anyone. But when I performed it to my other friends, the reactions I got were amazing, and I just fell in love with Magic ever since because I didn't think something this simple can create such joy for other people. And I've been performing Magic ever since. But for the last 2, 3 years, I've been a consultant. So I wasn't really performing, and I was just creating Magic every single day for other people to perform. And I decided to be the performer year, since last year after FISM, actually.
And it's been awesome. You've really so something that I've noticed with you is your technique is like the best out there. So I first heard of you from your retention vanish. There was kind of a buzz underground about this guy that could do this retention vanish that was just like the greatest thing ever. It just dissolves. How do you go about uh, creating something like that? How do you go about what's your focus? How do you get so good at something like a retention vanish, which is just a classic in
Uh,
Magic?
the retention vanish is actually it's a really weird story because I was in the military for 1 year in 2015 to 2016, and we can't bring cards or other props into the camp. So what I could bring was coins, and before that, I've never done any coin magic, so I didn't even know how to do the retention, and I just try to learn it by myself without any other DVDs or books to read on, and that's what I came up with because that's how I thought it was done. And after the military, when I showed it to my friends, they told me that it's a completely new thing, and I thought to myself that maybe I can just release it and maybe I can, try to get my name out there. But yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's a one thing that so you not only is your technique like the best the best out there, the best that I've ever seen, your stories and the things that the way that you present your Magic as your kind of visual storytelling is very unique and and also some of the best out there that I've ever seen with some of your FISM material and then some of the other stuff that's out there on YouTube and from Asia's Got Talent. How do you go about with a story? Where do you start in the way that you're going to present your Magic?
Um, I guess I was heavily influenced by uh, the magician that I used to work for because I was a consultant for a magician called Eve, YIF.
Yeah.
And for him, he talks a lot, and he tells a story, and he has a lot of emotions in his act. But for me, I don't like to talk. I just like to perform, and I'm not a very good talker, I guess. And so for me, I think of the story. I think of what I want to say in my act, and then I started thinking about what effects should be in the act. So a lot of magicians, they think about what tricks they want to do first, and then they put it together. But for me, I like to tell the story first, and then think of what effects I need to be in it. So that way, the story will be more complete, and the act will be more complete.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what's your practice? How do you practice? How do you prepare for something big like America's Got Talent or Asia's Got Talent or FISM? How do you prepare for something that's that demanding and that high stress?
So for FISM, before FISM, I had no stage experience at all. I would do close-up magic to friends or at a bar, but then I would never go on stage and perform. So I was terrified. And I want to get used to being on stage, but then I didn't have the stage to perform on. So I would set up my room like a stage. So I'd buy my own spotlight, and I would use my table, use my chair, and then just practice. Being not able to see in front of me, because when the spotlight is on you, you can't see anything off stage. So I need to get used to that feeling. So when I practice, I turn on my spotlight, I close all my lights, and then I set up 3 cameras in 3 different angles. So that way I know that from all the angles that people I won't flash, and that's really how I practice for FISM. And basically the same way for Asia's Got Talent and America's Got Talent as well. A week or two before FISM, I did hire a few actors to come in and teach me how to act and teach me body movement stuff, because I've never learned it before. And so for the first few weeks, I guess I've been practicing just my performance, my facial expression, my movements, and then for a week before FISM, I started practicing the technical stuff. So both sides, I need to practice a lot, and then I
Yeah,
usually practice about 5 to 8 hours every single day before FISM. Yeah.
amazing. Awesome. So you have accomplished a ton in magic. In just the like what was it? In FISM was that was in 2018 you won FISM, and then right back to back with that you started with Asia's Got Talent, and then that finished, then you went right back to back and auditioned for America's Got Talent. You've done so much in that small period of time. What else is there for you to do? What do you, are there other goals that you have that that you have in mind, or what bucket lists, or what accomplishments are you proud of, and what do you want to accomplish in the future?
um so actually right after FISM, actually no, for Asia's Got Talent, I didn't plan on doing that actually, because the sign up was during FISM, and I didn't have time to fill out the form and everything. But then actually one of my friends signed up for me, and after FISM, I got an email saying that I got into the auditions for Asia's Got Talent, and I'm like, wait, I didn't sign up. And then I just did it anyways because I thought it would be good experience, because I've never been on TV before that, and I did it, and it turned out great. And because Asia's Got Talent actually ended in April, so last month, and I was very fortunate to win. Yeah. And for America's Got Talent, though, it was always been my dream. Like, I tried to audition in 2012, but I chickened out and I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I think this year is going to be a good year. And I signed up. I don't know why I signed up for America's Got Talent. Actually, I saw Shin Lim win, and because a lot of people compare me with Shin Lim, and I just wanted to prove to people that I am completely different from him, and we have different styles and we do different magics. So I signed up for America's Got Talent just to prove myself, I guess.
Yeah, I think I see you too as being very different. Shin Lim's very showy and things, and he has his own style that's very
Yes.
effective, and he's
Mm-hmm.
very technically very good with that. And your style is more of, I see it as like a dreamer and humble, and Shin Lim's done very well, and I think that you'll do very well on America's Got Talent as well.
Thank you.
After America's Got Talent, do you have any goals, or do you have any big dreams of what you want to do with your magic in the future?
Uh, so far, not really, because I guess for me, my biggest goal is just to share my magic with the world. And I didn't really plan for my videos to go viral for my FISM act. I just put it on YouTube because I wanted to share my experience and my act because I worked really hard on it. And everything I didn't expect everything to happen like this. So I'm really grateful for everything. And dream wise, my goal now is just to do my best on America's Got Talent, and after that, I don't know where it's gonna take me, but hopefully all over the world.
Yeah. Awesome. Uh, this is something that's a little bit removed from America's Got Talent and things, but something that I like to ask other magicians is, what are you working on now? Not specifically with magic, but what's a new habit or a behavior that you have adopted recently that has changed your magic for the better? What's something that you're doing or that you're thinking about while you perform that's changed your magic for the better?
um, I guess for me, when I create magic, this is gonna be really weird because a lot of magicians they like to read a lot of books. They buy a lot of tutorials or DVDs to learn more. But for me, I don't really buy any books. I don't really read any books. I don't buy any DVDs because I don't want to be influenced by their techniques or their methods. So I like to create my own methods and my own presentation and my own I guess my own methods. So every time I create something new, I think about how it would look like if I really had this power to do this thing. So everything I create, it's really unique, and I like to make it visual. Basically, my thought process for creating magic is what would it look like if I really had this power? And that's how I create a lot of my acts, especially for the Rubik's Cube act. I think I really like that act because it's so playful, and it's really fun, and it's really
Yeah.
cool as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, just to close, is there anything that you would like to tell everyone listening? Is there anything that we can do to help to support you on America's Got Talent? And is there anything that you want our audience here at Penguin Magic to hear about?
Yeah. So my America's Got Talent audition will air on Tuesday, May the 28th, at 8 p.m. PST. And I hope people will watch and share my act, and hopefully I can get my magic. I hope everyone in the world can see my magic. And I guess vote for me at the end if I do make it to the next round. I guess just vote for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And before that, call the producers and say that Eric's got to take it and he's got to make it to the next round and all that. No, write in and send letters and things and no.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we want to say thank you to Eric Chen for coming and speaking with us at Penguin Magic. We hope that you do as well as possible. We hope that you win the whole thing with America's Got Talent, and we wish you as much luck as we can. And thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. See you later, guys.